Hello friends, in this video I gonna teach you how to make a 3D printer yet to chest human miniature by using just two photos. Don't skip this video. If you skip this video, you will miss an interesting content. To know more, keep watching. I use this software to show mouse and keyboard actions, which is displayed on the left corner of this monitor, and I use this for recording the video. This is a web browser which we doesn't need for this video, so I will move it aside. Then these two are very important software. FaceGen is used for making face and MakeHuman is used to make a body. Both gives .obj as output, and these two files are saved to the folder, and from folder we can import to Blender, and Blender gives .stl as output, and from Blender we move to Ultimaker Cura, which gives .g-code as an output, and from this we move to 3D printer, and it gives an wonderful 3D gift as an output. Moving to FaceGen Maker, download link is given in the description. In this, you need a good front image, also an optional right and left image. After loading them, you can give next to generate a beautiful face. Now I am displaying my phone in my laptop. I use gallery to edit photo in this phone. This is my face, but you can see one side is not matched to the other side. That is, it doesn't show a mirror image. In this case, you need to follow this procedure. Click on edit and crop it to half of the face. Move it very carefully and ensure that it matches the half of the face. It's okay for me, so I'm clicking on save to save this image. Now you have only the half of the face. So click on edit and give flip to get the another half and click save. Now you might have got an idea, and your idea is correct. I am going to follow the same. Coming back, and you can see these two form a correct image. Clicking them all and give create collage. Now arrange these two images in column. These two are interchanged. Change them by pressing and holding them. After interchanging, you can see the image is perfect, but sometimes it won't match. To know how it doesn't match, see the description. Now decreasing the thickness of the border. When the image is okay, give save. Coming back to the gallery and checking whether the image is okay. Yeah, that's fine. And this is my side view. Just give edit and flip it. After saving, you can use this for left and right view. Coming back to the gallery. This is my left, right and front view. These three are necessary. So select the remaining images and give delete. Also delete the remaining images. Coming back to laptop. You can see the empty folder is my laptop and a folder full of images is my phone. Copying them and pasting it in laptop. Maximize to see the clear image. Now move to phone and close the window. All these three images are ready to be loaded to the FaceGen Maker. Opening FaceGen Maker software. Now it's time to load the image. Load the front view and give open. Also load right and left images. When the image is inverted, no need to worry. You can edit them in the further process. After loading images, give next. You can see the front view. You can see an example face on the right corner. Now you need to choose the eyeball and click on it. You can see a green plus, and next choose the other eyeball. Now it need to mark your nose. Mark it correctly on both sides of your nose. Sorry, it's slightly changed, so I am going back and editing it again. Now we need to mark our lips. Mark both sides of the lips by seeing the image. Next we need to mark our chin. Next we need to mark both sides of our face. Click and mark them on both sides by keeping the image as your example. Next do the same on top of your face. Again click and mark them. Now you came to side view. Now mark your nose. Try to keep it somewhat perfect because nose is more important in your face. Sorry, it's not correct for me. So giving back and again pointing it. Sorry, I kept it on my eyes again. Now it's okay. Now choosing my eyes to the correct interval from my nose and pressing it. Now it's okay for me. Moving on to nose. Choose the nose correct to the center and choose the midpoint of the nose. Yeah, that's good. Choose the point below your nose. Also above your lips and below your lips. Next, choose your chin and then your throat. Now do the same for your other view. You can also skip this image because it's just a flip of the other side, increasing the speed 5 times the normal speed. After completing all the procedure, you can see this. Now click on create from photos. It will take time for analyzing your image. It took 2 minutes for me to analyze my image. You can see your beautiful face will be created. Move to expressions. You can see many expressions. If you need, you can try these. Moving to models. You can see model set. Moving to model parts. Uncheck teeth, tongue and throat. You can see hair settings. Click on balding and you can see a funny hair. Try the next option also. Click none and moving to status. There is no nothing to do with it. So moving to undo, view and file option. Now click on export. Now we gonna export this image. Rotating to see how it looks. Now after selecting all these options, give export and choose the correct folder where you need to save this. I am saving it as Kamalesh face and give save. Now .obj file has been saved. Opening the folder to check whether it's saved. Now coming to MakeHuman. To get the download link, see the description. In modeling, click and see all the options and check whether it's useful for you. Moving to geometries, check the option you need. I am clicking male and you can see the costumes for male. Checking options one by one and choosing which is useful. Moving to the next costume, it takes time for loading. Before selecting the next option, unselect the before option because they will be overlapped. Now this costume is okay for me. Now move to hair and check male. Now I am choosing the first hair and it's okay. You can also try the other options which fits your content. Click on materials and this is not useful in this video. So moving to next, pose or animate. Now you can choose the bones. Checking the default, it has created bones on face. So moving to game engine, it will be perfect. Now choose pose and choose the pose you need. You can also check the other poses, but I am directly moving to standing options and moving to the last. Checking for the options which is perfect. Yeah, I hope this will be alright. move to Files and choose Export. Now check .obj and click this three dot and choose the folder where you need to save this file. Choosing the correct folder and naming it as Kamlesh body.obj and click save. Now you can see it's processing and it will be saved. Checking the folder for this file, you can see texture has been created. Also you can see .obj and .mtl files. These are the two. And moving to textures, you can see eye, dress and other options. Scrolling down, you can see the face texture which has been created by FaceGen Maker. Now moving to Blender. To know how to download Blender, see the description. Change your YouTube video quality to 180 HD while watching Blender to avoid blur division. Now coming to the lecture, move to General, click A to select all and click Delete to delete them. Now we need to import the face. Click on File, Import and give .obj. Now choose the correct folder where the file has been located. Now click on the file and give import obj. You can see the face has been imported. Move to viewport shading to see the texture of the object. I plan to do some small corrections. So moving to sculpture. To resize the radius of the brush, click F and move left or right to decrease or increase the size. Changing the view along Y axis. I am editing the eyebrow, so it will be easy while 3D printing and while painting. You can see changes in the eyebrow because you can see mirror along X axis has been enabled. Left click and hold the mouse and drag along the line where you need a clear eyebrow. Change view and make corrections on both sides. Move on to viewport shading to see how it looks. Change the view along Y axis. And now it's time to draw the eyeball. Click and hold along the eyeball so you can see it's bulging. Changing to normal view to see how it looks. No, it's awkward. So pressing Ctrl Z and editing it again. This time I plan to edit in normal view. And now it's awesome. Make some adjustments if you need. At last, it's time to edit the moustache. Left click the mouse button, hold and drag to get a bulge effect. Keep doing unless you feel it's okay. Move on to viewport shading and have a look at the image. Now it's time to edit the nose. Click the negative sign, left click, hold and drag to create a pit. You can see some distortion above the eyebrow, so choose smooth. Left click, hold and drag to correct the distortions. Rotating the view to see how the object looks. Now move to elastic deform to edit my nose. But this time I cancel the mirror X. Clicking F to resize the brush radius. Keep on holding and dragging to get an elastic deform. Changing to object mode. Click on add and choose mesh and cube. I will tell the reason afterwards why we need this cube. Now we need to import the body for this object. Click on file, import .obj. Choose the correct folder where the file has been located. You can't see the imported object because the face hides the object. You can see the object is very small. No, you can say that the face is very large than that object. So click on yes and decrease the size of the face correct to the object. You can see both the objects are so small, so zooming the view and decreasing the face further. Now it's time to compare the size of the face of that object and the real face we had. So choose the option move and move it along Z axis. Clicking yes to reduce the size further. Try to make the face fit to that object face so it will be easy for us to use that object's hair. Click R and then X to rotate it along the X axis and moving along the Y direction. Size of the face is somewhat okay, so moving to the next process. And now it's time to use the cube. Click on the cube and move it along the Z direction. Zooming in and moving the cube further along Z direction. Now change the view along X axis and move the cube along the Y axis. Click on S to increase the size of the cube. Click R and then click X to rotate the cube along the X axis. After adjusting the cube, hide that object and you can see the face. Click on the face and move to modifier properties and give add modifier. Then choose boolean. Let the operation be difference and choose the object as cube. Now give apply. Unhide the object and hide the face. Now move to edit mode and click P by loose paths. You can see the face, head and dress will be separated. After moving to object mode, click on the object face and then click boolean and select operation as intersect and choose the object as cube. You can see the top part of the face gets disappeared, so give apply. Select the eyeballs and delete them. Hereafter there is no need for the cube, so select the cube and delete it. Now unhide the face, so you can see it's perfectly fitting. Click A to select them all. Right click the mouse and choose set origin and then origin to geometry. Only select face and hair and moving it along the Y axis to adjust it correct to the body. Rotating the view to look how it fits. Now you can see the hair has been separated to many clusters. So selecting the face and hiding it. Now choose all the hair and press Ctrl J to join them as a single unit. If you weren't able to join them, press Shift and select any of them and press Ctrl J. And so all the hair will form a single unit, making the head visible. Select the cloth and now it's time to solidify. Click on Add Modifiers and choose Solidify. You can ask why we need to solidify the cloth. If you didn't solidify it, you can't see the color while 3D printing. Change thickness and give apply. To add a cube, click on Add Mesh and choose Cube. Move it along Z axis and click S to resize it. Increase the size of the cube until its size is greater than the shoulder. Move the cube below the chest because we are going to print from head to chest. Rotate the view and adjust the cube correct to the chest. When you find it's okay, rotate the view for any queries. Select the object and click on Add Modifiers and choose Boolean. Now select the object as cube and let the operation be difference, so give apply. Hiding the cube. Now you can see the cloth has been separated from the pant. Select the pant along with hands and click delete. Select and delete. Now you can see a miniature from head to chest and it's awesome. Rotating the view to see how the miniature looks. This is cloth, neck, face and hair. You can see the hair looks like a plane. It doesn't have some thickness, so while printing it gets disappeared. To avoid this, it's compulsory to solidify the hair. Click on Add Modifiers and choose Solidify. Change the thickness to 0.06. Select Add and choose Scale and edit it along x-axis such that it fits the head. Rotate the view to see how the air fits the head. When it's OK for you, click on Apply. Unhide the cube. Select the cube and click Delete. Now the cube has been deleted. There are only 4 objects, but it's displaying 5. So click on the fifth one and see where it's located. You can see it's an extra bit. So click and delete it. Move to Files and choose Export and click on .stl. Choose the folder where you need to save the file. Rename the file and give export STL. Now open the folder and you can see the file has been saved. Closing the window and moving to Ultimaker Cura. To know how to download Ultimaker Cura, see the description. Don't follow. Wait until I say follow. Select the to-chest human miniature and click open. Now the model will be loaded. You can see the model is too small. Select the model. Now we need to increase the size of the model. We know the height of the model along z-axis. We are going to print it for 3 inches height. So it's 3 into 2.546 centimeter, which gives 76.4 millimeter. So type 76.4 in Z. Before doing this, make sure uniforming scale has been ticked. When it's OK, click Slice. It will take time for processing. Rotate and view how it looks. Now you can see it takes more than 8 hours for printing, which is too long for us to print. Moving to preview and have a look where the supports have been generated. You can see it's generated at the bottom also. Uncheck and give slice. Now it takes just 4 hours 45 minutes, which is half the time when the object is printed along with support. So you can say that support consumes both time and PLA. So check it and give slice again. Yeah, it takes up to 8 hours 17 minutes. So don't follow this method. It causes both time loss and filament loss. Moving to Blender, keep it to object mode and choose add mesh and choose cube. Now you can follow this method. Now our plan is to divide this object into two and print them separately. After printing them, we can join them by using Feviquick. Increase the size of the cube and place it below the shoulder so it will be easy for us to divide it into two halves. It's time to join all the objects into a single object. So select them all and press Ctrl J to join them. Now copy and paste the miniature. In upcoming video you will know why we need a copy of this miniature. Hiding one miniature and displaying the other. Now unhide the cube. Select the miniature and click Add Modifiers and then choose Boolean. Let the operation be difference and change the object to cube. Now click on Apply. Hide this and unhide the other miniature. Now follow the same process. Click on Add Modifiers, choose Boolean, but here you need to change it as intersect and select the object as cube. Then give Apply. Delete the cube and unhide the other miniature. Now you can see they are perfectly fitting. We need to export top and bottom part separately. So copy the top part and delete it. Now you can export the bottom part. Choose the folder, rename it and give export STL. This time delete the bottom part and paste the top part which has been already copied. Move to Files, Export, .stl. Now choose the folder where you need to save it. Rename the file and give export STL. So both the files had been saved separately. Moving to Ultimaker Cura, deleting the already saved model. Now move to prepare and open the folder. Choose the newly saved files. Now we doesn't know the height of this. So we need to open the older file. Now we know the height of this older file. Choose the older file and enter its height along its axis. It's 76.4 mm. Now copy the percentage and paste it to the newly created model. Height of the model will be perfect. When it is OK for you, click on Slice. It will take time for slicing. After slicing, note the time. It takes 1 hour 38 minutes. Now give save to file and save it in the correct folder. Delete this model and load the other model. Open the folder and choose the correct file and click open. Now you need to paste the percentage. Now the height will be perfect. When it's OK for you, click on Slice. It will take time for slicing. After slicing, move to Preview and you can see where the supports have been generated. Supports have been generated at the bottom. Note the timing and click Save to File. Rename the file and give Save. This is a comparison of what I did so far. When they are separated, you can consume both time and plastic. We're gonna save files to SD card. So I am just inserting it to a pen drive adapter and inserting to the laptop. But for me, this pen drive doesn't work. So I am just throwing it and using a adapter. After inserting SD card to adapter, change the lock settings in it. Change it to read and write mode so it will be easier for us to copy. After inserting SD card, moving to laptop, you can see SD card has been inserted at the right corner. Click on that and choose open folder. Now move to models and delete the already saved models. Click yes. Find .g code files and copy them. Now open the SD card folder and paste it. After pasting, right click the mouse and give eject. Now it's safe to remove. Don't forget to give eject each time before removing the SD card. This is my 3D printer. To know where I bought 3D printer, see the description. Switching on and you can see the display is on. It's time to insert SD card to the 3D printer. Separating the SD card from the adapter and inserting it to the 3D printer. Just click to insert it. After inserting, you can see card has been inserted in the display. Clicking and entering the settings, but here you can't find the SD card. So we need to switch it off and on again. You can see Ender 3 is ready. Clicking and moving to settings. Now you can find print from TF. Now move to prepare and give auto home. Now you can see the machine is working. Come back to main and choose print from TF. Move to models and you can print them one by one. Pet is eating. After eating, it will start the printing. Now the model is ready. To know what PL I use, see the description. Have a look at my 3D model. Now it's my face. You can see it gave perfect printing. You can have a look at hair, nose, eyes and ears. Also you can have a note at the lips. Dress collar is also perfect. Joining both the models and showing how it looks. Use Feviquick to join them permanently. This is my first video on making human miniature. In upcoming video, I will teach you how to paint and how to make the face perfect. Subscribe to get the video updates. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this video, like, share, comment and subscribe for more videos.